Hey, what's going on, guys? This will be my review on Batman Assault on Arkham. I haven't really been into these DC animated films. I haven't really feel like doing a review on them because honestly, they've sucked since Bruce Timm left. I mean, I haven't liked any of them since Flashpoint Paradox. I love Flashpoint Paradox, but Justice League War sucked. Son of Batman was garbage, and Throne Justice League Throne of Atlantis looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. It looks like it's going to be a much better film than Justice League War was. But yeah, I haven't really cared for any of these since they started doing the new 52 stuff in animation. But this, on the other hand, when I heard that this is going to be based in the Arkham universe, I was really looking forward to it actually. And I finally got a chance to watch it, and I loved it. I thought it was very entertaining, very uh, very fun film. This is kind of my definition of like a fun movie. It's an action movie. It's Mission Impossible, but with bad guys as or bad guys slash anti-heroes as the main characters. Um, that's the best way I can describe it. Or like the Expendables, but with anti-heroes as main characters. Um, and it's very violent. It's not for kids at all. If you think this is for kids, it's not. It's probably the most violent one they put out. I'd even say more violent than The Dark Knight Returns was, or Flashpoint Paradox was. Uh, and that's the thing with these movies that I like with the DC animated films. They're not afraid to get more violent and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be always aimed at kids. It's more these movies are more aimed at like people people between the ages of like 14 and up can watch these films, And I really like that a lot. Everything doesn't have to be watered down for kids just because it's animation. But anyway, my problem with this film is that it doesn't really fit within the Arkham universe that much. I mean, you can kind of tell it's in the Arkham universe. Joker's design is from the Arkham games design. You can tell for that, and Harley Quinn's too. But other than that, it doesn't really fit well within the Arkham game universe. Some people have said that this takes place like 5 to 2 years before the first Arkham game came out, but I don't know. I just don't feel that. But anyway, the best part about this is the action and the character interaction. Um, Animation is really top notch for the budget that they're given. I love the character designs. It has an anime kind of influence. I think Japan or South Korea animates these films, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're the ones that do it because you can tell with the anime influences, which I really love that. Um, Favorite character would have to be from the Suicide Squad in here. Floyd Lawton. I love Deadshot. He's become one of my favorite characters within comics. He's been on Arrow. I like the exposure that he's getting. He's been on Arrow. He's here now, and he's been in a couple of other things. I just really like when his character shows up. He's a really awesome assassin type character. And I like the Suicide Squad stuff in general. The books, especially the stuff Gail Simone did with them. But yeah, he was my favorite character in here. I like his interaction that he had with Harley Quinn. Him and Harley Quinn had sex, like a one night stand, and Harley had like a thing going for him because she was really mad at the Joker, since they broke up and whatnot. She was kind of looking at Deadshot as her new main squeeze, and I like that a lot. Um, uh, Killer Frost's relationship with King Shark I thought was pretty funny. I like both of their designs as well. Like Killer Frost is very sultry and very seductive looking, as it should be for her character. But King Shark's design is a little odd. I would expect that look for King Shark for something like Arrow. Like if he would appear on Arrow, that's kind of what I would expect him to look like on that show. But for here in the Arkham universe, I was hoping it would look more, like a man shark. I was expecting that, but For what they were going for, it was cool, and I thought his character was funny. He was like a big dumb lug, but he kind of had a heart to him, So it's a shame what happened to him in the film, though. But I did like his character a lot and his relationship with Killer Frost. Captain Boomerang and Deadshot's back and forth was funny. I like that a lot. Their rivalry. Deadshot's back and forth with Amanda Waller was awesome, and Amanda Waller is like super super duper. Like they really emphasize that she's fat as fuck. Like she's really obese in this movie. She's like I've never seen her look that fucking big. It was hilarious. Uh, talking about fat ass. Yeah, that's fat ass right there. And her back and forth with Batman, I thought was really funny, especially the final scene with her and Bats. Who else was in here? The Spider character, he was underdeveloped. I've only seen that character. Excuse me. I've only seen that character once in animation before, and that was in Young Justice. But what they did with him, I thought was pretty neat. But he needed a little bit more development, I would say. But his characters, I'm assuming he's more of a kind of silent, he doesn't really talk much type of character. So I can take that. And I don't know much about that character, so I really can't say if they got him right or wrong or whatnot. But I enjoyed what they did with him in the film. It's a really fun, really entertaining movie. Like I said, the animation is top notch for what they're, the budget that they're giving. I really like the story. It's like Mission Impossible, but with villains slash anti-heroes. It's got good humor. It's got the blood and the guts and all that stuff is here. It's very violent. And there's a really, really awesome fight scene at the end between Joker and Deadshot. I love that fight. I love how they showcase that the Joker can fight. He's not skilled, but, he has some some decent fighting abilities. So I like the fight between him and Deadshot at the end. I thought that was really neat. How they were kind of fighting over Harley Quinn. So that was really entertaining to me. I would give this a 10 out of 10 blood drops just for, I think they achieved what they were going for, for this film. So yeah, I'd say check it out. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't been into these DC animated films like I have, like I haven't been into them, you're kind of skeptical, check it out. I think you'll like this one a lot, especially if you're a fan of the Batman Arkham games, even though it doesn't really feel like it's within the Arkham universe and it's more of a Suicide Squad movie than a Batman film. If you're expecting a lot of Batman, don't. But if you like the Suicide Squad and you like action films, check this out. I guarantee you'll probably most likely like, I'm not going to say I guarantee you, but 9 times out of 10 you'll love this film. And I am out. Peace.